Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to the Blitz Challenge with Elisabeth Paehtz and the Muzychuk sisters. Today is going to be a very, very interesting stream. And while all of you are joining in, let me see if everything's okay before I invite the guests on the stream. Yeah, I think all is fine. And so without any further delay, guys, let me welcome the three people, the men, the women of the moment. Oh, hello, Anna, and hello, Elizabeth. How are you?
Hello, Sagar. Hello, nice to see you.
Hi.
Good evening, everyone.
Guys, we have three people here in the thumbnail, but I can see only two of you.
That's number 3.
Yeah, we had a very tough time. We tried to convince Mariya to come, but Mariya is not really too much into streams, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it would have been so nice to have. I think that she has never really come on streams. Yeah, not even in your streams, has she, Anna?
No, never.
No.
Never.
Okay.
It's
So
a big challenge for all of us, I think, to get Mariya on the stream.
well, maybe she may join in later today or no chance.
I don't know, but it's
Is she in the same apartment right now?
yeah.
Yes,
Oh, so okay, so it's possible, yeah, possible to get her. We have to think.
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes.
Or theoretically, yes.
Okay, we will think of a way. Maybe the chat can help us to figure out a way to get Maria into today's stream. But guys, I want to first introduce the two guests here. Elizabeth, who was here a week ago on ChessBase India. She's German #1 women's player, a top women's player in the world. And we have Anna Muzychuk, who has been on ChessBase India before, world #7, former world rapid and blitz both champion, and well, tremendous player. So thank you both of you for joining in. Gives me immense pleasure. And today you're going to play against some games we are going to play, and we are also going to learn a few things. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that would be interesting and exciting for us and for the viewers, of course.
Yeah, Anna, we saw you the other day commentating on Adiban's games. How was that?
Oh, that happened yesterday. I
Yes.
even played Title Tuesday tournament and I was commentating on his games. And then in the very end, also Elisabeth joined and it was a lot of mess.
Yeah, I was listening to it and I myself enjoyed it. It was very nice. So, how about we go to the play chess? And in the chat, guys, I have pinned the room where you should be going. You need to be a premium member so that you can challenge. By the way, all the people who haven't signed in and are there will not be allowed to play. You need to have an account in order to play there. So please sign in there and come into the Blitz challenge room where Elizabeth and Anna will be playing against you. So guys, you both will be consulting each other, or will you be making one move? I think one move Elizabeth, one move Anna. How would you go?
that will be a big mess.
One move Elizabeth and one move Anna. You know, Sagar, how it will look like?
Yes.
Elizabeth will make a move on the king side and I'll
Oh, can we do that one game? Can we do that one game?
let's have fun, yeah. Let's try.
Let's try it. So we have Miss Solid. Yeah, Miss Solid, yes?
Miss Solid is me.
Yeah, Miss Solid Anna and Miss Messi, who loves to attack. So both of them together will play one game and it'll be so much fun. So guys, you can choose an opponent and we can get going.
Yeah, true.
Would you?
So we can choose, yeah?
Yeah, you can
Yes,
choose.
but we have to, whenever we choose someone, it's clear that it must be a premium member.
Yes.
Wait. Yeah, I want to play someone that didn't play last time, so I will start here. Okay, I will.
So
You want to make the first move?
you can make the first move, I'll make the second. Oh, already wrong.
Oh,
She
boy.
made only one move and it's already a wrong one.
It's not the wrong one. It's a very good one.
1 second, let me get the
I
board.
mean, we made one move and we are already arguing.
Oh, come on.
Guys, you need to tell me which.
I made the move. Bishop d2 was my move.
Ah,
I mean, the good moves are my moves, obviously.
How do you know that?
It's clear.
Ah,
It's totally clear.
I'm not sure you made the wrong move already in the second move.
Second move was great.
Bishop before
Bishop
check.
before
That was too
check.
solid. b6 was my intention. You played d5 here?
Yes,
okay,
until
everything's set
before.
now, guys. Everything's set.
But I would play with d6 and e5 on the black squares, Anushka, on the black squares. Not on the white squares.
So we have Elisabeth and Anna with the
Bishop f5, great move. Before
black
this three
pieces
played.
today. Okay, they're playing with the
Yes,
black
but we are
pieces.
playing on the white squares. I was going to play on the black squares.
Too late.
Oops, this is the wrong piece.
You saw she was going to move.
No, he didn't
He
see it.
didn't see. Her intention was to play king d7, and on the last second, the last possible second, she realized that actually it's king to d7.
So right now, whose move it is after bishop
Queen
d3?
d7 was Liz's.
Ah,
move.
queen d7 was Liz.
And
Liz's
she is
move.
already
Okay.
unhappy about that.
That's more or less okay. I have seen
Worse things,
4 things.
I'm sure.
But I am not sure about your queen d7.
Okay,
Yes,
actually-
because knight f3 exactly,
Okay.
and the knight is coming to e5.
But you can play knight c6. What is it?
The problem is that the knight will still come to e5.
Yes, and why do you tell this to your opponent?
Because the opponent is playing
I mean,
normally.
Anushka, our time is running. Just move.
Just move. I have to correct your mistakes now.
But I mean, I didn't do a mistake. I just played a very normal developing move.
Very bad move.
Ah,
Frederick is in the chat and he says they are looking so cute. Please don't crush them. I don't think they're going to
is
get
my
crushed.
move.
Yes.
Oh, you see, now I will play knight c6 and everything is absolutely perfect.
I don't think so.
Ah, come on. I mean, I know that you want to put the pawn to c6, but
Yeah.
this is too solid.
That's how Anna plays.
I-
Miss Solid and
I would.
Elizabeth goes for peace activity always. Knight c6.
I think I would.
Finally, you go on the black squares, Anushka. You learn.
But I would have never played queen d7.
Now I even have to distinguish where to go. You know, it's not so easy. But I will take with the queen just to keep your
To keep-
brain in the same way.
This is so much fun. And knight e5. Oh, attacking the
alive.
queen.
Yeah.
And now it's Anna's move, I think, and she's thinking
Queen
she
d6.
played
No,
queen
this was
d6.
Anna, yes.
And now
No, it's easy now.
I think white is playing
Almost
pretty
not
well, yeah?
blunder.
Kimaya is playing well.
No, but you have a great
Ah,
position,
let me flip
Anushka.
the board.
okay.
Let me flip the board. Sorry, guys. I was showing it from the
But
white
this is
side.
our turn.
We have 1 minute 39, so don't worry.
Okay.
But at some point, like maybe it's better that one of us is handling the mouse.
Ah, right now, both of you are taking
Yes,
notes.
we are changing.
Oh, now Anushka's playing complicated stuff.
You see?
Why do you call her Anushka?
Because it's
Because she likes
it's a sweet form of Anna.
Really?
Anushka.
You know, Anushka is a name of a
Indian name,
famous Indian actress. This
No, I
Oh,
know
no, we
that-
didn't know that Anushka is a famous Indian actress,
I
but we
knew
know
that
that
Anushka is
is
an
the name.
Indian name. Yeah.
you know it, yes. Maybe Adiban told you the other day, yeah?
No, someone else told us actually, but I don't remember who.
I keep the pieces for you, just for you.
Because we want to mate. Yeah, you got the point. I
Okay.
don't know.
White knights are actually moving around in the position and actually creating a lot of problems for black, and black has pushed away the knight on e5. And after knight f3, it's whose move?
It's mine.
It's your move. Yeah, okay.
She's thinking hard.
I am thinking hard. I was thinking hard. Now I have played. Now it's Lizzie's turn.
I don't
Okay,
know what
bishop
to do.
e4 and knight goes to d2, and maybe Liz is looking at some sacrifices on g2 already.
Yes, this is premature sacrifice.
Oh,
I didn't block.
queen f7.
I'm very proud of you.
Oh, rook a6 was played, and now the knight has to go back.
Have you done
It's a very deep prophylactic move.
What is the idea?
She doesn't know.
The idea is just that I can't do anything wrong, so I leave the initiative choice to Anushka. That's very simple. I just do nothing and wait what she wants to play. It's a very simple idea.
She takes.
That's just crazy.
Nothing is crazy. Everything is totally fine. Now, unfortunately, you're moving into the wrong direction, but there's nothing I can do, obviously.
It's so interesting.
You heard that? Yes, I am moving in the wrong direction.
Because I mean, like we are absolutely attacking on the wrong wing.
Oh,
But we have to be faster now, Anu.
Yes, we have. But do you play with increment?
With 2 seconds, but it's not much when we are two of us.
Yes.
but black now has a weakness
Play
to attack on a3.
B5.
Oh, nice.
Nice C4. My move.
Yeah, you move.
My amazing move.
I know, Anushka, I know. But maybe at some point we have to play only one of us because we have too little increment.
Maybe when it goes down to 10 seconds, then. But I don't think he will go solo.
You will see.
Knight takes a3.
Why do you want to keep? Lizzie, you could go to C2 and trade all the pieces.
We trade anyway all the pieces, and I don't see 4. At least I can plunder.
Now.
Deep plan, not to
See it from the
from
this-
your perspective.
See it from my perspective. This is not able to blunder. I don't know what to do, Anushka.
Play, Lizzie, play.
I'm playing. I have a very simple plan.
You have a very deep plan. Go.
I know. I'm going.
Lizzie,
The
go.
time control is 3 minutes plus 2 seconds increment, guys. B4. And now I think black is completely winning. But
Now I think we are a pawn up.
Small pawny pawn. I don't know what to do about that one. I just take.
I was not going to do that, obviously.
I know.
Obviously.
Okay, I wasn't sure about this move either, to be honest. But I thought like it's fine.
I wasn't going to play there. Obviously.
Oh, Anushka, don't be too strict. Everything is absolutely in control.
Absolutely. Oh.
yeah, also the time is completely in black's favor, and I think black is very much in control, and now knight f2 check is a threat.
Why are you looking at me like in this
King
way? I can't
E2.
take here. You could check here. I mean, like she looks at me in such an evil way, and I don't even understand why. I will just not do that.
Okay. You didn't want it. Okay.
I wasn't sure to have the right calculation here.
I don't understand what she's doing at all.
She's playing chess.
I'm not sure it's chess.
I mean, I didn't want to take responsibility. You see, like this way we are just like winning like pawns without any messes, you know? I don't understand why you're
I
complaining.
see. I see it.
Yes, you see,
Now,
everything is
King's invasion.
everything is just absolutely under control.
B3, and now, G6 is definitely Anna's move, I guess.
Of course, Sagar. Of course.
Sagar,
It is difficult to go wrong.
Sagar, you are supposed to stay neutral.
No, but G6 was like Elisabeth would never make a move like G6.
That's not true, actually.
She would go
You would
H6 and
sometimes.
create a passer. Okay, now 3.
Okay, like now one of us is finishing the game with one hand, no? Or
Okay. I'm so safe here that I can let you finish this game.
let me concentrate now, Anushka, because if you like I can easily make a stalemate.
That's possible.
Yeah.
That's possible. Now let's watch Lizzie's technique.
My technique is very good.
But you are very close. You are getting closer and
Ooh.
closer. Oh, but it was close, Sagar, you saw?
Yeah.
What was
Checkmate was close.
where? How?
If F4, yeah, but no, still it was not checkmate. But
I have to be careful now. I don't know what to do.
Okay, there is a trick.
I don't want to make. I don't.
G4.
Yes, that's why. I mean, like, I don't
Oh,
want to
it might be
make
a
a stalemate. You know? I'm super scared of like Anushka crying at me. Let's get the king out of the stalemate function, and everything is fine. Look. I mean, don't worry. I don't understand why you're looking at me with such evil eyes.
check. And okay, all under control.
Okay, luckily there is a place on A4.
I was calculating that deeply.
Deeply.
Yeah. Let's
Knight
give
F4?
some check. No, I will not play knight F4. Don't irritate me.
One game and so much of stress.
Well, amazing. That was a fine game. Guys, if I can just quickly have a look at the game over here and learn from it. So, where do you think did white go wrong in this game? Because you can see the game.
Okay,
Yes?
first of all, we go wrong. Lizzie go wrong with E6 already. First move and a mistake. Don't do that.
Why? Because this E4 is a strong move, yes?
E4 is a good move and you play French.
But this is great.
It's so. Okay, C4, bishop B4.
Just a second.
I mean, basically, positionally speaking, white went wrong after b takes a5. That was the biggest positional, okay, not big, but it's like a kind of positional blunder where he will suffer a lifetime because of his pawn on a3, which got lost eventually.
Or maybe there was some way to keep it all tactically. But in the beginning, everything was going fine for white.
Yeah.
Well, because we played too solid.
Yeah. Okay. So C4, bishop B4 check, and all this is well played by white.
Yeah, I think this is okay. Queen D7, I didn't like it all.
But
because the queen on D7 after knight F3, knight E5, it's under the attack. So the big question, why do you need to play Queen D7 if it will be attacked?
The queen already is luring towards the square on G4, where it will get close to white's king. It's a very logical move.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you play the queen on G4 and then you lose additional tempest.
I mean, like even after knight E5, I have queen E6, and at some point you kicked out the knight with F6. So what is the problem? The queen already gets centralized, shining towards the white king, going for G4 sooner or later.
I think I am learning for life here.
So if it was your move, you would have taken here and played C6, yes?
Yes, but I mean, look, now white has already the control of the white squares. The queen on D3 is absolutely centralized, and my queen on D8 is doing nothing.
Right. So that's why
Okay, we will check it with the angel later on. Queen d7.
Elizabeth plays queen d7, castles, knight to c6.
After knight c6, instead of bishop d5, knight e5 deserved attention, in my opinion.
Okay, let's imagine.
And what were you going to play, Lizzie? Tell me.
Wait.
You can't
So
take
you're
actually,
for 20 minutes?
because if you take, then
But knight g4, yes,
this is-
actually, absolutely perfect.
I mean take, and then this is hanging, right?
And this is hanging, and on beside, or even maybe.
But I don't lose any pawns, so what is the
Wait.
problem? Queen takes e5, and actually my position is absolutely stunning.
No, just a second. Before bishop takes f5, there was also f4, like an interesting possibility.
Like now f4.
Yeah.
Or take.
But after f4, maybe I can play d4 and create a whole mess on the board.
You can't create even the whole mess. f4, and you might have some problems with the knight in g4.
It maybe.
Maybe. Now she starts to admit.
I didn't admit anything. Maybe I can take on. No, I can't take on e3 and play d4.
Yeah.
If I play d4, you take on f5, you take on d4, and you think like you got it. Maybe. Okay, but in the worst case, Anushka, I would just play c6 now. Your solid move.
But then after h3, you have to move the knight to h6.
I know, wait, I have an idea. Maybe I can play rook d8.
This one?
No, the other one, but it doesn't matter.
Then bishop f5.
Queen f5.
Queen f5.
And Anushka,
And I'm thinking.
Yeah, think for life. You will need that.
Knight b5 is interesting.
Knight b5, okay, but knight b5 and
what if I take this? Is it possible?
I will play queen e4. You give a check on e7. I go king h8, and I think the knight on e7 has a problem, and e3 is hanging too.
May I ask a question? Why didn't you play queen e6, not allow a knight e7 check?
Because Anushka, I like queen e4 and allowing knight e7
queen
check.
e6.
I will trap the knight.
I'm sure you will trap, but now you are actually trapping it.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, like here, maybe I have h3 and then f5, and well, okay, maybe this is working too. But I think my move was more original.
Okay, so
Okay, 95 can't be played, but knight b5.
95 was a good move, yeah, for white. I mean, better than bishop b5.
I think knight e5 was better, and that's why I didn't like queen d7 from the very beginning. Because after bishop b5, well, it's a pin, but after queen d6, we are unpinned, and it looks okay for black.
Yeah, and here Elizabeth took with the queen and knight.
Just for her sake.
Just for Anna's sake, because she loves pawn structures, and otherwise she would have in her own game taken here. Yeah. But here it looks quite weak. Yes.
Well, it's not objective to take with a pawn. I know that, but I don't like to play in Blitz games so much objectively.
Yes, we know that from the last time where you attacked quite ferociously in almost all the games. 94 attacking the queen.
This was even an Anushka's move, which was quite surprising because it was so active.
The 94 move, yeah?
Yeah.
C6.
But the reason why I played knight e4 is that if I start with c6, then white goes knight c3, and after knight e4 you have to trade the knight. But I actually wanted to keep this knight on the board
and get it to d6. This was very clever.
Very clever. So basically this was Anna's move. Then Elizabeth played c6, and now again Anna got her move, so she played knight back to d6.
But you know, it might sound surprising, but I would have played the same.
You would have also kept. Yeah, I think because it's an aggressive move, so it would have been the same. And now f6, pushing the knight back, and bishop e4, attacking the knight, knight d2, and queen f7 was quite a surprising move. But
I didn't understand it. I didn't get it.
No, I mean, like, I'm shining towards the king side.
It's totally wrong.
Coming here.
Why? I mean, like, I'm waiting for my opponent's decision, which he was puzzled. So he went for knight b6, rook a6, and rook knight a4 here. So you already understand how irritating this move queen f7 must have been for him.
Right. And I think, Anna, you didn't go rook e8 because you thought that this pawn would hang, yeah?
That was possible because sometimes you may try the ideas of sacrificing the a5 pawn, for example, knight e4, queen a5, and start the attack with f5.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good because the knight on b6 is kind of out of play, and the queen on a5 also needs at least a tempo to get back to e1.
I think we have
While
huge compensation.
while all our pieces are already on king's side. Yeah, g3 for
Maybe
example.
g5,
maybe
yeah?
even g5, maybe g5 and f4.
Okay, and you attack here. Fantastic. Okay,
So that was a good idea.
that was
but we
possible,
didn't do
but Anna stayed solid, rook a6, and now this very like maybe it was
Very
this
deep.
Nimzowitz mysterious rook move, rook a7.
But like for this idea of rook a7 later on, it was a brilliant position for the rook because we pushed b5 and we didn't lose in a very crucial tempo.
Absolutely. And actually it also, when the b file opened up, the rook was protecting this pawn. So it all worked out. b4, rook takes rook e8, again solid move, knight takes e4, and yeah, this according to you is the critical mistake, yeah, in the game.
I mean, I think this is like positionally speaking a mistake, yeah. Maybe, but okay, like
But
there was
technically speaking, it's not clear.
I mean, the thing is like he had a chance. So for example, like now he played knight c5, I think, no?
No, it was our move. Our move, we couldn't go rook a8 because of knight b6. So we played knight d6, or
Yeah.
I played to be
You
precise.
played.
And
now knight c5
And
was
if this
played.
would have been played, then maybe it was not so easy, yeah, to recover this
yeah,
pawn.
for example, knight b6 or even a rook a b1 and a rook c5, it's also not clear.
Wow. Amazing.
Or maybe like even white played knight c5. In the game, we played rook a8, and I didn't have time to calculate a6. I think we would.
And a6 was
a6, I thought you would go b6, right?
b6, yeah, that's what we wanted. But
Yes.
after knight
b
a4,
but
Yeah,
then I
but
take on
this
six-
here?
Knight
maybe
c4. But then I can give the exchange. Well, I don't give the exchange because I protect c4. Maybe I should give the exchange in any case, but
Still,
still,
it's not
so
not so
clear. But
clear.
I think
But maybe it's
black-
okay for black.
black is fine.
Right.
So maybe knight b6, as Sagar suggested, was the best and the easiest.
Maybe
Just
this
knight b6.
this would have kept white in the game, but she played rook cb1, and after rook takes a5, the a3 pawn became weak, and then Anna and Elisabeth both played amazingly well. They put the pawn on b5, knight on c4, won this pawn, and the rest was perfect technique. And a nice start, actually. Very, very interesting. And guys, what you get to see here is that two world-class players, yeah, two very strong players having differing styles, still managing to somehow keep the game under control. That was very interesting for me to see. Can we have one more game? It's very, very exciting.
Yeah, Sagar, under control, it's very questionable.
somehow it was under control. It didn't go like she's trying to attack and you are trying to go defensive. It was still feeling as if one player was playing that game.
More or less.
Yeah.
Let's try another one.
Okay.
I start?
Yes. You start and again a mistake on move one.
Oh, you're playing against Gonda. Last time he had a chance to beat you, perhaps.
Did I play Gonda last time? Sure.
Yeah. You remember queen takes h8 and rook h7?
I remember that. I didn't play it, but I remember that.
Yes. That game. Oh, and this time he's... Oh, you are white. You guys are white. Yes. It's the same system.
The same perfect London system.
So first move
This is a mistake. I mean, Anushka, the pawn belongs to h4.
The pawn belongs to... I will show you.
The pawn belongs to h4 because we are going to...
Look! We have a plan.
But I mean, this plan is not very good because we should keep the control of the e4
Oh,
square.
G4. And did Anna play G4?
I played
She-
both h3 and g4.
Wow. And
But okay, now Anushka did brilliantly. Absolutely brilliantly.
oh, h6 was just not so great because it gives them a hook now to open up the king side. And you can see Elizabeth is very happy. She knows that she's going to open up some files on the king side. g5. Oh, knight takes g5 is Elizabeth's move, yes?
Okay,
Yeah.
the knight is rather like cool there.
Yeah.
Also, like we have to protect the square on e4.
True. Ooh, g6. This is
This is too premature.
Oh, knight takes e6.
I don't know actually like what Anushka wants. I mean, like Anushka now, I think
Anna, what has happened to you in this game?
I mean, the thing, like Anushka now thinks like she needs to prove something, you know. Of course, like I mean, our compensation is still huge, but this was not needed. I would have played rook g1 first, to be
Your position is
You know, Anna, when you attack and Elizabeth does not approve of it, that's the most amazing thing because she's like always ready to sacrifice. Rook g1. Now g6 is under attack.
Okay, but I mean, objectively, it was fine to sacrifice.
Oh, after 1 minute. You heard that, yes?
But okay, we'll analyze that after the game. Oh, knight e4 is a very interesting move because it blocks the bishop on.
All right, think, Anushka, think. Don't stop thinking. Never, please, never stop thinking.
Ooh, Tonica Subtonica says solid for Anna means winning with no mercy. Oh, VSG1, thank you so much. Yes. Oh, look at this attack. But Elizabeth, would you agree that this attack has been because of Anna's moves has been created?
She will never admit it, even if it's true.
But like you know, Lisochka now will put the mate on the board.
Checkmate on the board.
Ooh, look at this move. Rook takes f6. And
Lisochka checkmated.
she final checkmate by Liz. But what a game, guys! What a game! And this was very interesting. I want to get your thoughts on them. Just a second. Let me.
And this was because of a perfect first move.
Perfect first move by Liz. By the way, Anna, you also would have gone d4, yeah?
No.
E4, yes?
I'm an e4 player.
You're an e4 player. Okay. So d4 by Liz, knight f6, knight f3 by Anna, and now bishop f4, of course, by Elizabeth. Bishop e7, castles, and here was the first differing opinion, h3. It's not a good move.
Well, the thing is like, in this line particularly, like there are a lot of ideas with h4, bishop d3, and then some kind of knight g5 ideas and rook h3, rook g3. So I would just play first e3 here.
And now let me explain my way of thinking. If you play e3, there is knight h5.
And who cares?
And we will have to lose our bishop.
Why do we lose it? We play bishop e5.
And after f6, you still have to lose it.
Yes, but you have like a very weak pawn structure on e6, and we get after bishop g3, he can't even like afford to take on g3 because he will be having problems on h7.
Here?
I mean, it's not, it's like bishop e5 and now bishop g3. And even like if, okay, I have a very easy game. You have to probably even play f5 here because I have already e4 in the upcoming line.
But the idea is that I don't take on g3 immediately because I am not forced to do that. But I will take it later when I feel like doing that. I can develop the pieces like knight e7.
Okay, but I will play bishop e3 and e4, Anushka. And then what?
And nothing. We continue the game like c5 and c6.
Yes, and I mean, like, we want to pretend that black is absolutely perfect and outstanding because of his pawn on e6.
No, it's normal position. Why not? c5, bishop d3, knight c6.
Yeah, but I will push e4 immediately and I will play on your weakness on e6 and I don't care about the bishop here because anyway, take it if you want.
I'll take it.
Yeah, bishop d3.
Knight c6.
Okay, and maybe like here, I'm even thinking to consider like to start with queen c2, just to see where you go.
Okay,
Maybe like g6.
Maybe
probably.
g6, yeah, most probably.
And now I will take probably on c5 and push e4, something like that. That's typical in these kind of positions.
Yeah, take, e4.
Something like that.
And
then I will play long castle, and then I will wait until the moment you will crack this bishop on g3.
Okay, interesting. I think there was a very differing viewpoints there. Anna really wanted to save the bishop on.
I wanted us to play h3, save the bishop,
Yeah.
and I had a totally different plan.
But
yes, she plays g4, which absolutely doesn't fit into the style of the position.
Yes, h3, knight d7, and now after e3, b6, g4 was once again Anna's move. And Anna, did you think that this was a good attacking move, or you just played it because Liz was sitting next to you?
To be honest, if it was a blitz game, I could play it even with stronger opponent, but in classical game, I think I wouldn't do that.
No, you wouldn't do that because you would like this. The problem about g4 is not, I mean, obviously after h6, the move is brilliant. But the problem is that after g4, I will play bishop b7, and after bishop d3, I will play knight e4, and I will just like have the control of the e4 square.
So after g4, bishop b7, bishop d3, knight e4, black is doing okay, yes?
Black is doing fine, yeah. And that's why it was important instead of g4 to play bishop d3. So after bishop b7, we have queen c2 or queen b1 to control that square. Because sometimes in this position, actually, there are ideas to play bishop d3, knight e5, and queen f3. In
Yes. You have to control this, right? But here you don't have time because if you go knight e5, they will get in with knight e4.
That's why I have to go queen c2 or queen b1. This I'm not sure because maybe after c5 there are c4 ideas, so maybe queen b1 even.
Queen b1 because if you go to c2, then after c5 there could be c4 dislodging the bishop from this diagonal. So you go queen b1, and now after c5.
And now I think objectively a good move would be h4, and that's why this underlines the error on h4. Because you want rook h3 and rook g3 coming and get your king to f1 in order to continue the attack. Okay. And that just underlines a big error in the move, I think 8 or 9 to play h3.
Anna's not saying anything to this. She's like, no, this is not right.
First, I can just add that after g4, of course, h6 was a big mistake. That's what you should never do. Don't give your opponent some pawn connections. So like after g4, we already connect the pawns, and opening the lines on the.
Yeah. After g4, h6 wasn't the best move, but the very interesting variation. I think Gonda should really have thought of bishop b7 and knight e4 blocking, and he would have been fine. So h6, bishop d3, bishop b7, and now g5 going all in here. Hg, knight takes g5, and very surprising. I thought that here you would, maybe take on g6 with the bishop, because then after fg6 there is knight e6, but you did the other way around. You took on e6 first.
Yeah, I considered both of the options, even rook g1 and preparing the sacrifice, but I thought knight e6 followed by bishop g6 would be just very strong. Well, objectively, this position should be winning for white.
But how do you, you took what, roughly for taking the pawn, you took 6-7 seconds to take the pawn. How did you decide that this is completely a winning attack, like giving up this piece?
Well, it seems that it's very dangerous. With practice, you can spot it quite quickly. It's not like something complicated.
Because, the problem is also okay, the only defender you have is a knight on f6.
Yeah.
I will get the pawn on g6. And even if I slowly prepare this queen f3, queen g3, you will be mated on the h file in some way. Because you cannot move that knight on f6 ever. But if you can't move that knight ever, you cannot bring any other pieces into the defense, which means that the knight on f6 is paralyzed in terms of keeping the position more or less alive. But if you're not able to move the knight at all, you cannot activate the other pieces, which means even if I do the slow attempt with queen f3, long castle, and rook g1, it's game over.
Right. So even a slow attack is very powerful because this bishop is sort of out of the game, and knight e4 doesn't really come because then you lose another pawn. Very interesting, and a lot of learning here. Knight e4 takes king f7. The queen swoops in. Knight f6, attacking the queen, but now very quickly seen. Rook takes f6, king f6, and Elizabeth was the one who gave the final blow there. Bishop e5. What a pretty mate with the bishop.
I mean, as a general rule, especially in Blitz, I mean, the moment you move any pawn on your king side, no matter if it's long castle or short castle, you give a connection point, which means for your opponent, it is at least one move quicker to connect in terms of like opening up something.
Right.
That's why actually, as a general rule, especially in Blitz, it's much better to keep your pawns like very close to the king, not to basically speed up the connection point. With h6, the connection is at g5.
Right.
But if you keep the pawns h7, g7, f7, the connection is at g6. And therefore, I need a lot of moves.
Brilliant.
Whereas after h6, I'm ready on the spot.
Such an important point. h6 just creates a hook and the connection point is near. If you keep your pawns here, it's much more difficult for white to attack. Wow, fantastic. Can we play another one? I'm enjoying. I hope you guys are also enjoying. So if you don't mind, can we play one more?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You know, Anushka, I'm a nice girl. I will even let you choose the first move.
Okay.
Finally.
Let's see who is. Yep, we can. Oh, he's strong.
Okay, who's your opponent? I'm very keen to know this.
Little Champs.
Little Champs. Little Champs. I think I've heard this name. Amrita, do you remember? Little Champs was playing with you. Yes. Yes. He's a good player.
I don't know.
Yes, knight f6 was played
By me.
By Anna.
We improved.
from e6 to knight f6. Oh, e3. g6. Do you also play the King's Indian or the Grunfeld, Anna, or?
I play Grunfeld quite often.
That's why she plays Grunfeld. I play King's Indian. I make sure she does it wrong.
So you will play d6 and then Anna will push it to d5.
I mean, like, there was a high risk if I castle and the opponent castled that she would push d5, and I couldn't risk that issue. So that's why I decided immediately to fix the pawns where the pawn.
So you're trusting Anna that being a very good chess player, she wouldn't do d6, d5 here and lose a tempo.
No, she wouldn't do that. That's not objective. And I mean, Anushka has problems to be unobjective, right, which I know.
Right. Guys, all of you in the chat and who are enjoying this, please make sure that there are links to the Twitch channel of Anna and Elizabeth. Please subscribe. Oh, e4.
Yeah, but it was the loss of tempo because e3 was played before.
Yeah, true. Now we are in some kind of a Pirk's defense, but without the knight on c3, so it's still very fluid. Oh, c3. Very interesting. Knight to h5 is Elizabeth's move, of course. She is going for the attack now. She's going to put her knight on f4 and queen on f6 and throw everything on the white king. But let's see what white is going to do here. Oh, white is thinking a lot.
That's true.
I think knight h5 was a scary move for white.
It was outstanding.
Bishop e3, defending the d4 pawn. Yeah, that makes sense.
Why did we need h6?
Yeah, it's
to play queen f6.
Yes,
so
queen.
There is no bishop g5.
You never intend to play f5, perhaps?
Wow, f5.
That's also good to have h6 in. Because there is no bishop c4 knight e5 idea in my opinion.
Yeah, but this is.
But I
Yeah,
thought
okay, maybe.
f5 was premature.
You know, it could be premature, but I wouldn't care.
Oh, life is so difficult,
It is.
especially with Lizzie.
But I think, guys, you're going to win on time this game, it seems to me.
I don't think we will win on time.
No, it's not making a
But we
move.
will try to play well and win on position. Good plan. Oh,
Easy.
easy plan. Opponent is puzzled.
Okay, Anushka, just for you, because I love you so much. I abandon my plan f5 forever.
Oh, queen f6. Yeah, now attacking with the
You
pieces.
realized it wasn't so good?
No, but actually it would work probably even here, because even if you sacrifice on e5, then f4 would... well, it's dangerous, I agree, but I don't care, this is the thing. But I mean, like, he should move, because he has not so much... Oh, he moved.
Just down to 7 seconds. But now I think he'll start. He wanted.
Oh, what a square!
Oh, g4, a horrible move. And
these are even. Okay, like this because I was afraid of e4. Right.
Good, Anushka, good.
Good.
Let's play my move.
Oh, Lizzie has been waiting so
and
long to be able to
f5.
play f5.
Wow. Wow. No, this is complete domination. This game is absolutely no chance here for white. Also, time-wise.
Easy.
Okay, let's get some excitement.
What for do you need that?
Excitement.
What for do you
I mean,
need that?
you were making 2 moves. I mean, what is the problem? You see? I told you. I mean, listen to Lizushka. I know how to attack.
Lizzie makes some strange move and then she's winning in 2 moves.
Do you think that you guys, like, for example, learn from each other while doing this? Like, you know, h5 was a move that I think, Anna, you would never make in your games. But then 2-move checkmate and, well,
It just underlines how you should play chess online.
Very interesting and very, very nice game. And
yeah, let's go back to the very beginning and analyze it a bit.
yeah,
So that we can learn something from the game.
sure.
Perhaps.
And yeah. So d4, knight f6, e3, g6, knight f3, bishop g7, bishop d3.
Okay, e3 is already indicating that white is gonna play some passive setup because if you want to try to fight for opening advantage, then you shouldn't go e3.
You should have the bishop out at least on f4.
at least, yeah.
Yeah, and so this was a sort of a passive line, and then this move e4 was interesting, but it wasted a tempo because white had already played e3. So then the move got spent, and then e5.
Yeah, and now if white plays d5, it's like King's Indian being a tempo
Up at least.
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
so,
And then you would go knight h5 and start attacking already.
Not sure about knight e7, maybe even knight b8. You can lose this tempo to get like knight b8, c4, a5 ideas, and then get the knight to a6, which is a very typical like setup in King's Indian to prevent on the long term the c4, c5 push.
Okay.
Also, knight b4 is interesting.
Knight b4 is interesting. Probably I would have played knight b8, but since like it would have been
my move, I would have played knight b4.
because the bishop cannot move the e4 pawn.
But I don't care about the bishop here because this is actually the weak bishop in white's hand.
True.
But we have less space, so it's good to trade pieces, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's of course undefendable argument.
Very, very interesting because here It's like winning the bishop pair, but also, having less space. So it's an interesting move, but also possible were knight b8 and knight e7, right? Uh, Knight. So here c3 was played. By the way, Jai Peace says, "Greetings from Jai Peace. I am her sub on Twitch." Oh, nice.
Yeah, we know JP's. Hello.
You know Jai Peace already?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I wanted to show people while we will go through the game. Here. Oops. Let me see. Yeah, here. Sorry, guys. I was just trying to. Yeah. Okay. So c3, knight h5, bishop e3, h6, knight d2, and queen
Yeah,
goes.
h6, the move that Lizzie didn't like, but if I played queen f6 immediately, I couldn't play queen f6 immediately, one move before, because there was a problem with bishop g5 and queen e6 is the only move, and then d5 comes.
Ooh, and you lose a piece. So that's why h6 first to stop bishop g5, and now queen f6. And this is a very typical way of attacking when you have these pawns, so that the bishop is open, the knight is coming to f4, and d5 only helps black, yeah, because it closes the center.
Maybe d5 is not that bad yet, but after knight e7, g4 is definitely a huge positional mistake, as the f4 square is very weak, and it just gives knight a very good square, and one move later, after bishop f4, queen f4, all the dark squares become kind of very weak for
Absolutely.
white.
Yeah, very weak here. Knight h2 and f5. This was what Liz wanted to play, and she finally got the move in. Very nice move.
That's why I would never have used h6, but queen e8 preparing a 5.
Sorry?
I would not have gone for that.
You would not have gone h6 at all. You would have gone queen e8.
Queen e8 with the idea of pushing a 5 in the next possible
That's
moment.
a good idea too.
I mean, there is some kind of variations with queen e8 in the Toro defense, but here we have a Toro version with like plenty of tempi up, which means even this rook e1 here, especially with the bishop on e3, would not allow any kind of sacrifices on e5 anymore, which in the normal Toro line actually would happen. So the idea in the normal Toro line is queen e8 f5 would not work, but here it works perfectly because we got a lot of extra tempi.
True.
Yeah, I'll just add why we need queen e8. And it actually has a deep idea behind. For example, white plays knight bd2. We play f5. E takes f5. G takes f5. And the queen on a8 is protecting the knight on h5, so there are no ideas of knight e5 sacrifice. And one more point behind queen e8 is that with queen on d8, white could play bishop c4, king h8, and knight g5, threatening knight f7, and once again the knight on h5 would be hanging. So queen a8 was a great prophylactical moves in both of these cases.
So it stops this and defends. Very nice, very nice. So queen e8 actually is not a move that comes easily, but to these world-class players, this is easy because they have seen this before, they know this idea, and it defends the knight on h5, and they promote f5. Nice. h6, queen f6, d5, g4 was a bad move. This would be the losing move, yeah, of the game.
Objectively, yes. This is like committing suicide on the black squares objectively.
Yeah, f5, and then takes. And now I like this next move, h5.
And she was complaining, and 2 moves later we finished the game. I mean, can you believe that?
Yeah. No, this time I think it was objectively also pretty okay. Yeah, h5 or no?
Was
I'm
more
not
than
sure, because for example, after king h1.
Now?
Yeah, now.
Okay, but we take on f1, we take on h5, and what?
And g1.
And okay, and what? And what is the threat?
It's a bit unclear. Maybe it's okay,
I will
but
play rook f6. And then rook g6, exchanging one of these nice guys, and rook f8, and I will smash you on f2. Besides, maybe I can even take on f2 immediately. I don't know what kind of, sorry, Anushka, nonsense are you talking about? Because I can take on f2 immediately, even like I don't even need rook f6. So don't tell me like there's a great compensation when you objectively don't see any. So h5 was an amazing move.
I'm not sure computer agrees with you.
Ah.
Sagar, do you have an engine
Okay.
next to you?
Okay, let's check. I will load stockfish here.
Oh,
I mean,
fish.
okay, but I mean, before like the stockfish is coming, one question: what is your move instead of h5?
I didn't have time to think about it.
But I mean, like I reacted immediately with h5.
Okay, let's.
This is like
Oh,
already
this
minus
is-
plus, huge.
This is
huge.
okay, yeah, but before.
Oh, h5 is the top move.
Wow, Lisa.
Come on, my intuition for dynamics is outstanding, Anushka. Yours as well,
Maybe,
but
maybe I could think about some, I don't know.
maybe you can consider to watch some of my more games, right?
Oh no. No, no. No, definitely not. Okay, I could
You know,
play.
yes.
I have many plans. One plan is bishop d7, rook f7, rook f8. It's one plan.
But you know
And
what's
wait.
your best plan is bishop f6 and bishop g5 because you
This
need
is
to
the-
play on
This is the second plan.
That is an
The
Anushka.
third plan.
Mm.
King h8, knight g8, knight f6, knight h7, knight g5. Third plan.
But this
So-
takes like a lifetime. Until this time, like I will be a grandma with a lot of nephews and nieces.
Anna, you're doing 6 moves with the knight while the game ended in 2 moves.
What does it tell us? German timing efficiency.
But bishop d7, rook f7, rook f8. Just bring one more piece.
Okay, but I mean, I don't need the bishop on d7 if I can play h5 and open up the bishop immediately. Besides, I don't need bishop f6 and bishop g5, which after h5, I have bishop h6 immediately. I'm also getting on the black squares. So I mean, like my move is just time efficiency from a German point of view.
German standards.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the game ended with h5 here, and eventually it was a checkmate coming up on g2. Anna, Liz, one question in the chat is you both are from different countries. How come you are together, and how did you become so close friends?
She's speechless
No,
already.
no questions to this. No answer to the second question, but the first one is quite easy to answer. Lizzie came to visit me in my place where I live. It's Lviv city.
In Ukraine,
And,
yes.
in the western part of Ukraine, and I'm very happy about it, even though it's not maybe so visible, but actually I'm happy she came here.
No, actually, like from Berlin to Lviv, it's just 1 hour 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Night trip. It's very close in a way because Berlin is already in the east of Germany, east-north, and there's Poland, and Lviv is very close to the Polish border, so it's not that of a big distance. How we became friends, it's like a much longer and sophisticated story, but actually I met Anushka when she was like this. And we met in some World Junior, World Rapid, World Blitz, World Under, whatever, 18. I don't even remember, but I always remembered her as a small kid when I was playing under 18, under 20.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because Elise is 5 years older, so she always played in a higher age category.
Yeah,
So when we played under 10, Liz played under 14 or under 16. But yeah, since we played all these youth European and World Championships quite often, and we were both successful in them, somehow, chess connects people.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys have been friends since over 2 decades now. Yeah, nearly like maybe 15 years or so, which is tremendous.
No, I think actually Anushka and me started really talking in Krasnotarinsk, like when we were about 16 years old, I guess, no? 2007, 2007, like it was the first like serious round robin tournament we played together. We made a draw, and I played the French, even so it's not in Anushka's approval. But I think this was one of the first moments when they started talking, because then the age gap was not that high anymore, because Anushka was already a teenager back that time.
Right, right. Amazing. Great to know these stories and see how they develop. And it's so nice that you guys have remained friends for so many years. And now you not only play tournaments, like you would be playing tournaments together, but because there are no events happening, you guys stream together. And there's so much interesting content. In fact, I have started following both of you regularly. In fact, I saw one of the streams which
I
was
mean, Shara, if you want to do a favor for your wife, you just have to follow my cooking streams and you will be an amazing chef.
yeah. Let me just show this to the viewers. Okay, so 1 second. I'll go to the Twitch. Yes, and here.
Something is coming.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay, so this is, guys, this is the Twitch channel of Anna. This is of Elisabeth.
It's of Elisabeth, but I think the cooking stream is on my channel.
Yes, the newest streams when we cook even together. This is on on Anushka's channel.
Okay, so guys, it's twitch.tv Elisabeth Paehtz. The link is in the description, and twitch.tv/Anna Muzychuk is here. And I'm going to click on this stream because it's simply so creative. Because
chopped onions, which will now
what
be
is
fried.
this? What is this? There's a chessboard, and you are in the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay, so
Because we need it as a base for our champignon sauce. So we will have champignons in a creamy sauce, which will be the top layer of the schnitzel.
Top layer of the schnitzel. Tagbon, I did.
so you are actually cooking, Elisabeth, and Anna is playing chess.
Mhm.
How is
Yes,
how are the
if you
two
can-
related?
Because people like chess and people like to eat. And in order to make everyone happy, we decided to combine both. And a few days ago, it was a stream where Lizzie played and I was cooking.
Wow.
So vice versa.
Oh, okay. So so what you are trying to do through this is actually teach people not just chess but also cooking. Yes.
Traditional German or Ukrainian food. When I
Oh.
was cooking, I was doing a traditional German dish, which is called schnitzel. And when Anushka was cooking, she was making a traditional Ukrainian soup called borscht.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Guys, please follow their Twitch channels because this is something I have never seen. It's so creative. I haven't seen no chess players actually cooking and playing chess at the same time. Have you seen it before? Is this like an original idea or inspired from somewhere?
It's original. No, we saw that some chess players had cooking streams, but chess and cooking, no one did, I believe.
Brilliant.
I mean, like, they have to be two persons. Probably it's a lot easier unless you have a really good setup on the scenarios to do that in combination. I mean, what should be possible is like when you cook something and then you have a kind of 20 or 30 minutes of cooking time where you don't have to be close to the stove, then in this time you can torture your audience with some tactical issues.
Nice. And guys, I'm going to show you something very interesting. This is sent to me by Frederick, and
Oh boy.
guess who is she? This is what two decades ago, 20
I
years.
think I was 13 or 14 years
Wow.
old. Yeah.
Sagar, I have a question. Look at this picture and look at this cute person and what happened 10 years later or 15 years or 20 years later.
She became blonde.
Everything changed. Color changed. The look changed. The nose was so nice and this one is a bit different.
What does it mean, like the nose was so
No,
nice?
no.
okay. I mean, like I had much bigger cheeks and I had the glasses and my eyebrows were strange. So I mean, like I think I improved.
Yeah, I agree with it. And you look really good. And well, even in the picture, it's very nice. But I have one more picture that I want to share with you. So
Now it's payback time.
let's see if you guys can recognize who this person is. Uh, and just a second, let me pull it up.
I don't know what's going to come.
The threat is stronger than the execution.
Oh,
You
me!
had curlies. You were so cute back then.
Look at your hair was different, Hannah. You look different.
It's not different. It's totally the same. Just nowadays I prefer to straighten it, but it's still curly, to be honest. And this picture, I remember when it was taken. It was taken during the Olympiad in Calvia in 2004. So I was 14.
Oh, you're just 14. And actually you would be pretty strong, yeah, by then, if I'm not mistaken. Somewhat like already GM strength, maybe.
Yes, I was a GM and I mean women's grandmaster, not male's grandmaster like I am now. But at this tournament, I beat world champion Antonetta Stefano. She was the world champion at that time, and I made a draw with Susan Pulgar, and actually I had a good tournament there.
You didn't blame me though.
You were lucky.
No, but actually I was not on board 1, I was on board 2 in this time.
Yes, you saw that there is Anna Muzychuk playing board 1, so you decided to do everything to avoid it, just in case.
No, it was board 1, I think, only by 2005. Yeah, okay. 1 year later.
So, guys, just to tell you, this is how the two of them looked when they were 14 years old, and this is how they look now. So I think recognizable. It's not like no one can not recognize it. Both of you look pretty similar still. Okay, so guys, last should we go for one last game before we end this, or what shall we do? Please tell me.
Okay, let's have one more.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, one last game, and then whom are you challenging this time?
We take Ariana Tori.
Oh, Aryan Nattori, nice. He is a youngster. He is just 14 years old and very, very talented boy. Let's see if he can give a tough fight.
Now you can make a move of your choice, Anushka.
E6. This time Anna played E6, yes?
No, not in your dreams.
C5. Oh, nice. Stopping the London system, huh? E3, F6.
Actually, like B6 is a mistake in this position.
Because of C4.
Knight C3. But it doesn't matter, he didn't do it.
But it's true.
No, I mean, I know it.
B6 is not a good move, yeah, Elizabeth?
B6 is not good because of Knight C3. It's
I thought because of E4, but I wanted to.
It's a small opening trap.
Oh, okay.
Which I mean, I had games like this with white.
We will check it out once the game ends, but 92, 97, and the knight jumps into E5. Wow. Let's see if Aryan is able to launch an attack against them. And he's already up on time, yeah? He has 36 seconds more.
Because Anushka is thinking too much.
I was thinking what to do.
This is some kind of collar system, actually.
Yeah. Maybe some stone wall, yes, if white goes F4, but
No, actually, you're right. B6 was with bishop on F4.
Okay. So that was the London system trap if the bishop was on F4. But even if the bishop is on C1, maybe knight C3. But perhaps then there's no knight B5 tricks.
E4 was there. Okay, but we will check it after the game.
Yeah.
I think E4 was interesting.
Raj Raghubanshi says, why does it sound like Anushka? Guys, it is Anushka. That's how you call Anna lovingly, yeah? In Ukrainian. In Ukraine, does everyone call you Anushka or how is it?
No, Anna.
Anna.
They usually.
Okay. But only Liz calls you Anushka.
Only Liz calls me Anushka.
Ah.
Yes.
But I like it.
It's okay.
It's okay. Oh, now Queen C7 was played. This is a move by Liz. Yes?
Yeah, some deep
Deep move by Liz. And
Why do you make short castle? I want to play h6 g5.
I didn't even think about that.
I know.
that's why she played Queen C7 to play H6 G5 and long castle, I guess. But Anna quickly short castled, and that's how, there's this difference in style. This is what we want to show you guys. That both of them, really great players, but still think so differently. That's chess.
Indeed.
That's chess.
It's Anushka.
Okay, knight to e5, and now the only problem in white's position is that bishop on c1. It's pretty sad out there.
Yeah.
Let's see if it can get into the game. I think white may be thinking about bishop d2, e1, h4 ideas.
It takes ages.
That's a stonewall idea.
Actually,
And
like,
another problem is that the e4 square is.
Oh,
weak.
what is rook f2? Is that a mouse slip? I think he wanted to go rook f3, but
Most probably, yes.
yes.
yeah, now he gets rook. Well, when you're playing an inferior position and then you have a mouse slip where you lose a move, I don't think you're going to survive this. But let's see. f6.
Oh, rook h3.
Where is mate, Anushka? I don't see it.
Where is mate? I don't know.
Okay,
Yes.
Elizabeth is
Yes.
thinking.
It's your move. You can calculate.
I
As
don't
long
want
as you wish.
I don't want to calculate. I just
Oh,
want
just
classic.
taken. And now let's see if queen h5 is a big idea there. But then just h6. Yeah?
Not big enough, I'm afraid.
Yeah, h6. And now white has played d takes e5.
Really?
Why not?
Because queen is good.
Queen what? Okay, what is the problem?
And you will see. You will have to handle it.
I thought like I will make a mate beforehand, actually.
Oh,
Yes,
so
you can.
c4 was Elizabeth's move. And now
That's a
queen g6
stupid move.
threatening the h6 pawn. Is that a big problem?
No, it's not.
Okay, let's see.
I think it is.
We will see, Anushka. We will see.
Because if king h8, there is rook h6 and it's a draw already. So no draw. Oh, queen.
Give a check on d1, I give a check on f4. Never mate.
Oh, rook h6. And now Anna has to do the hard thinking. What to do now? But okay, she may just give a check.
It's even the worst case, but I can give a check. What is the problem?
This is the first game
I don't
where
know.
where they are
I
under
don't know.
some pressure. Let's see what happens.
It's all because of one move.
Come on, Anushka, don't take it too strictly. Everything is totally fine.
I don't buy it.
But how can this attack work? White has only 2 pieces. The rest of the 2 pieces are just on the other side of the board.
I'm lost. I'm already lost.
I mean, how could you blunder it? That's what's surprising.
Wait, Anushka, don't give me so much pressure now. I have rook f6, and I'm not lost.
Ooh, rook f6. But the threat is, what is the threat here, guys? Because queen h7, the king can run to queen h7, king f7, right? So I don't...
Oh, Lizzie, I don't want even to look at this position.
It's fine.
Oh, rook f6. There was queen takes e6 threatened, I guess. But I have this game analysis is going to be very interesting. Aryan Atori has managed to put a lot of pressure here.
You're not mated anymore.
And now bishop takes, okay. Still fighting hard. Final game, and
Yeah,
that's what we needed, yeah, the entertainment. Oh, rook h3. White is maybe going on the defensive a bit here. Rook d8. They're saying, okay, we are an exchange down, but we have 4 pieces in the game, while you have only 2.
Yes, but I don't have a plan. I can't move the mouse.
So queen h5 was played. Actually, it should have been like rook h7, queen h5. That's like a mating idea, but rook h3, queen h5 is not so strong. Oh, queen went back to e2. Queen d3. And he's taken on d3, it seems. Wow. And
It's fine.
I think black has compensation, but white should be better here with an extra exchange.
How much time do we have?
12 seconds. Not much. Not much. Oh, b4. Very interesting move. a3. Rook h6 and wow, will Aryan be able to convert this? No, the black bishop has taken up a beautiful post on g7. h4, h5 is threatened or not? Where is black going to break through? e5 break, h4. This is interesting. This is exciting. They created the excitement here. The position was better for black, but something went wrong and now it's so exciting. h5 is played and now takes. Maybe the a file will open up and the rook will swoop in on a2. What's going to happen? I think black suddenly starts to get a lot of play. King e1.
No.
The time, both the sides down to 10 seconds, but there's a 2-second increment. Rook d1, fantastic play. d2 is coming in. Wow, this is great. I think now they are winning. They are.
Yeah, Aryan Tori resigned, but it was a crazy game.
Oh, he resigned here. Oh, nice. I think, yes, it is a resignable position, right? Because your king is very safe, and after, I guess, something like e4, the c3 pawn would hang.
Yeah, just rook d3, for example, king e1, rook d3,
Wow.
d3.
What do you have to say about this game? Very exciting, yes?
No words.
Maybe I overdid it a bit.
A bit just by c4. Yeah, we made a huge mistake.
Where was the huge mistake? I didn't see it. Like, for example, let's say bishop e7, f4. No, first let's go like move wise. d4, e6, knight f3, c5, e3, and here b6, knight.
It's no problem because with bishop on f4 it's a problem, but with bishop on c1 it's
Yeah, because bishop f4, some knight b5 tricks would come, right? But here it's all safe. So c3, bishop b7, castles, d5, knight d2. Black plays very, very solidly and in the center. Knight f3, castles.
big arrow.
Sorry. Yeah. The bad move. Yes, short castle was not
H6 is a move here.
h6.
No way.
Rook g8, g5, long castle.
No way.
This is.
It's just.
It's amazing stuff.
It's actually a reverse. Like when you play d4 and black goes for the stone wall, then you go h3 g4, right? So it's similar idea with h6 g5.
Yeah, it's similar, but even if I give you 2 tempests and you play h6 g5, I just play f5 and white is doing great. So
Okay, I mean you have to like
we can't
carefully.
we can't
prepare.
castle the
No,
pawn of
not yet. But
Saracen.
you will play knight e4. I mean, also h6 is against knight g5 ideas. It's
I
a
don't
very
agree.
flexible move.
I don't agree. I totally disagree with that.
Yeah, but
okay.
this
I would never-
Liz, this is like a blitz move. Yeah, h6. You wouldn't play it in a classical game, no?
No, in a classical game, I wouldn't play d5 because what is the point to play d5 and make my bishop on b7 bad?
You're fighting for the e4 square.
Yes, but you can also like fight without having the e4 square, keeping your pawns a little bit more flexible. But this is different style because actually I like the kind of flexible pawn structure a lot, and I think Anushka prefers a fixed one.
Nice. Right. Right, and that's because of, the over the years the style evolves, yeah, of players. Like with fixed pawns, Anna, you feel more comfortable maybe, and when the pawns are fixed, Elizabeth, you feel a little bit, I don't.
Well, actually, like I had trainings with Robert Hübner, and Robert Hübner is like, by understanding, in my opinion, one of the strongest grandmasters we have in Germany. So I did a training camp with him just to understand where I have my strong points, where I have my weaker points, and he told me like, if you can avoid it, don't play fixed pawn structures, play flexible
Wow.
ones. This is much more
Based on your style, or that was a general advice by him?
based on my
Based on your
style of
style.
like I'm handling positions better with flexible pawn structures. So basically, he told me like after e4, e5 is a huge error in my case.
Wow. Very interesting. Very interesting. I remember Robert Hubner had written a book on his own games, which was huge. Like he had written all the variations in it, and
33, like I mean, we say like feist, but like 33, like deep crucial mistake, something like that was the title of the book.
yeah, it's like for any serious, but maybe it was only in German, yes, not in English, or it's
It was written in German, and actually, like one game was about 5 or 6 pages.
wow, amazing.
Deep.
Deep.
No, I mean, like his understanding is outstanding, of course. I mean, in my opinion, still like by understanding is one of the strongest grandmasters we have in Germany, even though he is not so active anymore.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So castles, knight d7, and the knight jumped in. After knight f6, rook f2 was definitely a mouse slip. I think white wanted to go rook f3 here. So knight e4, and here I thought that Anna and Liz were completely winning, but look at Aryan's very daring decision. Yeah, rook h3 shouldn't work. F takes e5, queen h5, threatening a mate, and after h6, d takes e5. How should what would be the best defense here?
Bishop d8
Bishop
and
d8,
queen
f7.
f7, but this, I mean, I saw that even, but I thought like this is too boring.
to win in without any excitement.
Very boring. I wanted to, like I saw like I will also mate him first on d1, but of course, like in a classical game, I would never do that.
Right.
But in a Blitz game, I mean, this kind of like bishop d8, super hypergalactic moves, of course, are no fun.
Yeah. So c4, and well, the idea was if he went bishop c2 to maybe go
bishop c5, no, bishop c5 and queen f7, because this would more nature.
Okay, got it. So the point was, yeah, instead of this passive move for the bishop, you can now place it more actively. Cool, got it. So he took, which was a smart decision because it gave you no time to move the bishop, and now this pawn is hanging. Is bishop c5 still working?
You could play it, yeah, but still a rook.
One second.
Yeah.
No, I have it because I saw like I can start with bishop g5, but you cannot also take on e6, because the idea was if after bishop g5 you take, then I play queen d7.
Ooh, yes.
I would try to make you first.
The f file open. This could be brutal.
But
the problem is like he doesn't need to
do. No, it's not. Yeah, and he doesn't need to take immediately.
This is
also here instead of bishop g, if bishop g5, as she says, queen takes e6 is.
But okay, then I have bishop c8 as an intermediate move. After I will play bishop f7. No, I will play rook f7. If you take on g5, I play bishop c8 maybe.
Okay. So maybe this was interesting, yeah, bishop g5.
I'm not sure actually. It looks a bit wrong.
I was thinking bishop c5. If rook h6, then rook takes f4. What would you say? This may be interesting.
Maybe this is also working, but of course this is much more complicated.
Yeah. True.
Calculate a lot.
True. Okay, you went queen d7.
Anushka, we need that.
So yes, queen d7 was played, but after rook h6, we couldn't find.
I mean, I thought like that I can take on f4 and play bishop c5 check, but I missed even bishop e3. which was not so much in my intention.
Sorry,
Otherwise, I
sorry.
thought like
What
we
did
would.
you miss after?
I mean, I saw like after king f2,
Yeah.
if I take on f4,
Ah,
that was the initial plan. Then I have bishop c5 check, but I know, but actually like here,
Bishop is maybe
queen d2. I mean, actually like then I forgot queen d2 because I saw, but then queen d2, and I think we are fine again.
Yeah, but I think we were not fine after king just
After rook takes f4, I mean king g3, or immediately.
no, just if now the
Take. And now, yes, and
maybe it was working. King g3, queen d3.
This was my initial idea about the whole thing.
King h4, bishop d7. King h5, queen e2. Yeah.
wow, wow, nice calculation.
It was actually working. I just had the idea because of bishop e3. I forgot about queen d2 check.
And what did you play some rook f6?
Yeah, but okay, I think like actually like but this was my intuition speaking that which
we will just say it was a mouse.
Yeah. Actually, so the right move was to take on f4, but instead rook f6. Rook f4, ef4, bishop c5 check is winning perhaps because after king g3, you have queen d3 check. I'm just checking if king g4 you start with instead of king h4.
Anyway, queen d2 check.
Queen e2.
King h3 perhaps, maybe.
So
maybe this is just
a draw.
Maybe it's just a draw.
But now g3, no? Ah, queen f1, queen f. Okay, very complicated position. So here, this could have been interesting, but rook f6, I would say, was a move that was not at all easy. And now the point was that if you give a check, the king can run away. But in general, what was white's threat? Like if, say, black even plays like this.
There's a perpetual check.
Ah, you didn't want to draw. Okay, got it. It's a draw.
That's why Lizzie agreed even to go to the worst position.
But to
continue.
That's
but
she wa-
because we have compensation.
You have compensation, but it's worse.
But okay, the compensation is not so bad because okay, the rook on a1 doesn't play, the bishop on d2 doesn't play. There's huge compensation.
Right. Rook d8, queen h5, and now a check, queen e2, and queen d3. Yeah, and now I think black has compensation here, but it should be maybe around equal. I don't know, but I think they played wonderfully. I particularly like this maneuver of g6, bishop f8, and bishop g7. Very nicely executed. And I think you both needed to be on the same page to execute that idea because both of you made different moves and very nice. Rook g4, bishop f5, and another nice idea was e5 and rook d7 going to a7.
After rook d7, there was b takes a5 and rook d1.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
Very precise way of doing that.
And here,
but we had.
Yeah, I had to move.
True. But
okay, now actually like we can. Oh yes, but we can take at some point and play bishop f8. Maybe not even okay bishop f8 now. Or first we take on f4 and then they play bishop f8.
Yeah, we still have some chance.
I mean, we take on f4, we play bishop f8. And okay, then we have also ideas like bishop c5 check, which can be inconvenient in rook e7. So I mean, there are some
true.
attacks.
It's not clear at all what's happening here. So in the game, rook h1, rook a7, and I think now this is totally winning because the rook comes in and the pawn goes through, and black won this game. White resigned. Fantastic. Very interesting, very entertaining, guys. Thank you so much for doing this. Before you leave, can I share one image with you guys? Are you okay?
Yes, fine.
It's Frederick has sent one more image and I would like to share it. This is a very nice one and something which maybe even Anna might not be aware of.
Ooh, I played against Gary.
Yeah, Elisabeth versus Gary Kasparov. Wow, when was this? When did this happen?
In 1990. Wait, I have to do the math. I was 13. 98.
And what was it? Like it was an exhibition match? It was a tournament?
Was at the Hanover Exhibition Center, and it was some kind of exhibition match I could play against Gary.
And how was the game?
Oh, this I don't remember.
That means Lizzie didn't win because if you want, she would have remembered this till the end of her life.
Yeah, but okay, to play against Kasparov when you are so young is itself a great feat.
But Sagar, could you please pay attention to the picture itself and how solid Lizzie was playing?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out which opening. I think it's the Spanish, right? Or no?
No, I wasn't playing Spanish this time.
Maybe Sicilian. Maybe some sort of close Sicilian, Bishop b5 Rosolimo or something of that sort.
Sicilian is more likely because I used to play only Sicilian as a kid.
Yeah. Well, there you have it. Such pictures, and they both still at the top of world chess. And thank you so much, guys, for joining in. We had tremendous fun seeing how two different players think completely differently. And also, I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, we like the game. Thank you, Sagar, for the invitation. It was a pleasure to be on the stream today, and it has been a lot of fun, yes.
And guys,
Anushka still has to learn to make moves like h5 instantly.
Yes.
yes, will do. But last question, I have to ask you, who is a better chef amongst the both of you? Who cooks? Both of you.
Actually, I tell you something. There was a poll about it on Anna's Twitch channel. If I'm the better chef or she's a better chess player, I won it with 52%.
Oh.
It was betraying.
So basically, I'm a better chef over she's a chess player, which means if the poll was entirely about chef cooking, probably her percentage would even be lower.
No.
Oh, my wild and stormy times. I was a private first class, Sarah. I knew how to shoot.
Really?
I was very good in shooting, yeah. This is a gun number 36. And this was my favorite weapon in the army when we went to the forest and we had some shooting.
You did training, yes?
I did the army education.
Yep. Look at Anna. She looked at you as if like, I didn't know this side of you. Oh, you knew it. You knew it, okay.
And I know that she passed all these different tasks, and she was shooting, she was running, she was digging the holes for hiding and living in the forest, in the camps.
It was the funniest time in my life because I have hardly seen so much stupidity like in the army.
Sagar, were you in the army yourself?
Sorry?
Did you go to the army
No,
yourself?
never. No. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. No, I mean, in India, there's no compulsion. But I think not even in Germany. You did it out of your own volition. You wanted to learn it.
In Germany, it was like a kind of deal for sportsmen. Like they would financially support you if you joined the army. And the deal was like you had to make the education, like the soldier education, and then you play chess. And they would financially support you. And once a year, you go for a kind of shooting repetition, which anyway I love very much. So for me, it was a good deal. And especially for women, the deal was better than for men because we had a higher status entering the army. And for me, as I said, it was one of the best times in my life because I entered it. I gave my brain right at the entrance, and then I didn't have to think anymore. It was fantastic. Oh, yeah, that was
and it's Lizzie.
Ooh,
I was tarred. I was painted. And we had to to dig, and we had to crawl in the forest. Yeah.
Look how happy she is. She must be enjoying her time, at least in this picture.
No, actually, at some point, I was even thinking to have a professional career in the army because I really liked the place. I mean, it was free of brain activities, so it was a very relaxing place in some way.
But now we understand where you get your attacking style from because I guess this training did make you more aggressive in that sense. But fantastic. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Anna, for joining in today. And hope to see you guys soon. And I'll be following your Twitch streams where you will be playing chess and cooking. And I hope the people in the chat will do so as well.
One day I will make butter chicken, then I will inform you about that.
Yes, and I know that Elizabeth, you have been to India, and I think you love India. Yes, or you like
Yes,
it.
I love Indian cuisine very much. I love the Indian dresses a lot. I try
Yes,
to fix
you were there at
myself.
Tanya's wedding. I have seen the pictures.
I was at Tanya, Hare Krishna's, and at Harika's
Oh,
wedding. I think I have
you've been.
attended more weddings in my life, but Indian
Wow,
ones.
wow. And Anna, have you been to India?
No.
Never.
Yeah, it's my sin. I know.
I will take her
Please,
when
please
everything
come soon. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there'll be soon big events happening here and you will come to play. But even just like that, it's a nice place to see a lot of interesting things. Okay, see you guys and take care. Thank you once again. Bye. Bye.
Day wherever you are. So just have a nice time.
See you. Thanks. Okay, guys, that was Elizabeth and Anna together. Two world class players, two amazing champions, and both of them have achieved so much in the world of chess. They have won tournaments, beaten strong players, but look at them. Such differing styles of play. And even when they're playing, they both do not agree to many of the moves, yet the moves turn out to be good ones. That just shows the richness of the game. That just shows how two different players of differing styles can, become world class even by having different styles. So thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for playing against them. I hope you had fun and that you would consider becoming a premium member so that you get to play against more such players, get to know about them, and I guess the game analysis does help you, like what you should not be doing and all of it. So thank you, and do subscribe to their Twitch channels. I think they are contributing such amazing content to the chess sort of literature online. So please do follow them, and that would be very nice. So until then, this is Sagar Shah signing off. Bye bye.